Hello everybody, my name is Relic and welcome back to Vintage Story. So I've been doing a little bit of chiseling on the house, as you can see. Let's get a better look here. Adding a little bit of depth to the walls, just a little bit, nothing extreme. I also did the top part up there, it's sunk in a little bit so that way the logs stick out. So as opposed to this where it's flush, because I will be doing this side as well. This is what all the sides of the house are going to look like. The door doesn't exactly come flush with this, but it's just supposed to be a little bit of trim to go around the outside of the door. I've done this side, and in the corners I'm going to add a multi-block of the aged wood and run it up the corners. So that way it adds a little bit more, it pops out a little bit more. It's not just one bland color in the corner. Because the aged wood is on all the other corners of the house, so the inside corners are going to need that treatment as well. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to just record myself pushing in all the walls, and also we've been using the hand planer. We have QP's chisel tools. We made the hand planer, and we also made the pantograph. And as you can see, they're both made out of iron. So I went and since I poured my tin bronze anvil in the, I think, last episode, we went and brought it over here because it was all the way over by the castle, and I ended up forgetting about it, or I would have done iron a lot sooner. Wrong chest. We pounded out some iron blooms and made some bars, and then we tossed the bars on there. We made 4 of them in total. We made a iron pickaxe, an iron pantograph, and the iron hand planer. And then we have 1 bar left over. So I would like to show off just how this works. So you can add or remove matching material. So if I select this option, right, and even though this whole block right here, including the trim, is attached, or even this trim is attached to the block, right? So if I go to add or remove any material and say right click, which will pull it towards me, it's going to pull the walnut and the aged wood towards me, as we can see. Oh, it didn't. That's odd. Oh goodness. Okay, there we go. Anyways, so there's a little bit of funkiness, right? With that, it pulled the aged wood through the walnut for some reason. But if I switch it to this and do that, it'll only move this forward. Which is very odd, and now there seems to be some inconsistencies. I'll have to fix that. I did use the hammer chisel to actually place it, so if we go like this, select aged wood, knock it out, it'll still be messed up. Oh, that's because, yeah, I think this, nope. Oh, I remember what I did. Let's just do this again so we can fix it. I see why. It's because I used the chisel tool and the hand planer afterwards. So this is when I used the hand planer. Then I did matching material. Right click, right click, right click. Nope, one less. Right there. Now it's back to being fixed. Sorry, that was a bit of a mess. I'm still kind of getting used to the chisel tools myself, so yeah. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and take care of the rest of the house, and I'll bring you back when that's done. And it also looks like our garden is getting very close to being completely finished. A lot of it already is, so today might be a harvesting day. Ooh, I wonder how our pumpkin is doing. Oh, it spread a little bit. 3 out of 8. I also threw in some earthworm castings so it could replenish some of those nutrients. At least keep it as high as it possibly can. And our new addition is our apiary. So I chiseled a little skep stand out of aged planks, or aged wood and bald cypress. So a little, just a little thingy for it to sit on. I didn't really get too fancy with it, but it looks like they've already spread to pretty much every skep except for these far left ones. So hopefully, it is already, what, mid-September, late September. We might not get any honey production because of how cold it's getting. But we're going to try. I also expanded the path a little bit, but not too much just yet. Ooh, it looks like our leather is finished in the weak tannin. We can now move it over to the strong tannin. So let's do that. I'm pretty sure you don't do anything with the hide. You just put it in here, right? Yeah, we'll turn into 25 leather after 4.5 days. We are well on our way to having leather. Alright. I will cue the little montage here of me pushing in the walls. And after that's finished, we'll be right back. Alright everybody, we finished up the house. It just adds a little bit of depth. It's a very minimal effort, and as you saw there near the end of the little montage, I switched over to the pantograph because I realized it would be way quicker to just copy what I've done to the first block than it would have been to just use the hand planer to hit it 5 times, opposed to just right-clicking twice with the pantograph. Yeah, I really like just the way I just really like the way it looks. Oh, you know what? We did forget. We did forget one of the pieces of the house back here. So we do have a little bit more to do. We got to do the roof up here. Now I'm pretty sure we don't need the hammer in our hands when we're using the pantograph. So we got to use the hand planer first, or else it's going to copy the chisel block from that direction. We'd have to turn them all. Okay, yeah, it works without the chisel, or without the hammer. 2, 3, 4, 5. I see that we have like a little open section here. We might have to change that. We're gonna have to maybe drag it out a little bit so it still covers up the inside of the roof. But for right now, I'm gonna take a picture. We're gonna copy it to this block, and so on. See how easy that is? Without these tools, there's just no way you can chisel this fast. Alright, now we're completely done. We do need to fix that. I will, though. I will. Because the drifters spawn up in my roof sometimes because it's so dark up there. I need to finish the house and get the attic going. So we have a whole bunch of crops that have finished growing. A whole bunch. Some of it isn't. Just got to be careful on what I harvest. This is spelt and it's all done as well. What about you guys? Rye, all done. Some of this cabbage is not. Some more spelt. Most of it's done. These, so like 3 out of 5 is done. Turnips are finished. This flax still needs a couple of days. I did see something that was 7 of 7. Oh, it was the carrots. So this flax right here still needs some time. This stuff still needs time. The carrots, however, are mostly done. Moisture 76%. Let's give it a good watering over there. And we'll also splash some water on our, whatchamacallit, pumpkins. I was almost going to say tomato. I don't even think there's tomatoes in this game. Maybe there are with a mod. I've never seen a tomato before. Gonna splash all these ungrown crops. We're also gonna splash some of that over there because some of this wasn't finished somewhere. Okay, let's give the pumpkin a little bit of a bath. 100%. Looks like this is starting to grow. Should be okay. At least, as long as we get one pumpkin to grow, we'll be okay, because then we can turn it into seeds. It wouldn't be ideal, because then we wouldn't make any profit. I'm hoping to get at least 3 or 4 pumpkins, or 2 at least. 2 at the very least. These are gonna flower in about a day, so we almost have some more whatchamacallit, cranberry juice. I would like to do something slightly different with it. I'm gonna research on how to age it so I can maybe try to make wine. I think you just put it in a bottle and then toss it in a bottle rack. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Let's see, what do I have on me that I can get rid of so we can go harvest our garden? We don't need our hammer. We don't need our chisel right now. We're finished with that stuff. We don't need a singular peat brick, I'm sure. As you can see, I pretty much filled up this chest with a ton of stuff. So we have a lot of burnable material now. Fencing. We can get rid of the fencing. We can drop these boards off in there as well. We can also put some of these bald cypress in here and the aged wood planks. We've got sticks, grass. I like to put my sticks and grass in my last 2 slots. I will put my healing stuff there. We gotta find a place that we can put our hand planer and our pantograph. Took up a lot of spots right there. Right here should be good. I wonder if you can lean modded items up against the wall. The answer is no. Uh-oh. I just turned that into a chiseled block. Okay, anyways, definitely not going to be trying that again. So, no way to lean them. We will place them in this chest. This is going to be the QP mod, or QP Chisel Tools chest. We can also place any kind of chiselable material in there as well. So anything that I plan to use for chiseling I can toss in there. Just in general. We don't have very much food left. And that was the rest of our pie. So we probably need to make another pie. Let's light her up. Wait for it to warm up. Actually, while it's warming up, let's grab some dough. We only need 4 because we're only making 1 pie right now. Once winter hits, we're gonna make a bunch of crocks, and then we're gonna make a bunch of pies. We're gonna make a bunch of meals. Mostly because there will be a lot less to do outside, so that's when we'll start doing our inside work. Do I still have water? I do. We've got some baddies outside. So we're just going to place our bucket inside for now. Alright, that's warmed up. We just need to fill up this pie. Let's go with 2 cabbage, and yeah, why not 2 onion? Or I think it actually uses more than 2 or 1 per filling. So let's see, I have 10. Take it down to 8, so I would have needed 4 of each. So now we have cabbage and turnip, or cabbage and onion pie. Sounds delicious. Yuck. It's gonna have some good calories though, and we don't use all of our cabbage right away. Let's put a little design on top of it, toss it in the oven. Sorry about that. I had some like crumbs on my mouse pad and it was getting stuck under my mouse. As I was moving, it was like it was annoying me a little bit. I had to fix it. Let's replace these torches for now. I did leave my lantern outside because I wanted to light up the area to show you guys the chiseling work. So I do have I just have torches on me right now, and that'll have to do. Currently part baked. We'll pull it out of here once it's fully baked. We don't want to char it because we don't plan on preserving it. We just plan on eating it. I'm pretty sure when you char it, you get more grain protein, or grain protein. You get more grain nutrients, and a little bit less vegetable, but you get the most saturation for your hunger bar when it's just fully cooked. So we're just going to eat one piece. That should fill us up mostly. Pretty much. Alright, we can sleep through tonight since it's going to be pretty rift activity. The rift activity is going to be pretty high. Riftidity. We don't want to sleep too long though, because we don't want to sleep half the day away. We're falling asleep pretty late. Oh, we already did. It's going to be like 7. 8. Oh, almost 9. We slept the whole day away. We did what we said we didn't want to do. Oh well. Grab another piece of pie. That pretty much filled us all the way up. We got one bozo over there. We'll just do a little bit of a runaway. He'll despawn. I did like a mass murder of drifters a couple nights ago. I think that should despawn him. I was a couple chunks away. Yeah, that seemed to work. Yeah, we went on a drifter killing spree to see if we could find a temporal gear. I had a very high rift activity night, and I just went out and got as many of them as I could, and we didn't get a single temporal gear, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But we will continue trying. So is there an opening here? No, because the aged wood. The oak logs are blocking it. Alright, so we have a lot of open inventory space. Let's go in here and start harvesting. I don't think there's very much reason to replant any of this stuff, or at least most of it. Maybe the turnips? Not too sure. It really all depends on... Stunted due to heat. It's been cold. It's been cold, man. What are you doing? How'd you get stunted? He's stunting over here. Alright, we'll stick to the stuff that's actually done. Gather up this. Get our second harvest of flax. It's going to be extremely helpful for moving into the automation age. Did I miss any? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Carrots. Oops. Alright. Make sure we got them all. Looks like it. That was pretty much everything that was finished. No, I'm not sure if I'm going to be building any greenhouses just yet. Maybe I will build them in the winter. But as of right now, I don't have any plans to build them before winter comes. We have plenty of food to last us throughout the winter. I don't think there's much reason to focus on growing anymore. The only reason I could see is to maybe grow some more flax. But as of right now, I think we're good on flax too. We have a lot. $34 more, and we're good. I'm almost positive this harvest will also come in before it won't. You know what I mean? Before it stops growing. So I think we'll just let whatever's in there grow, and whatever doesn't grow, doesn't grow. We'll see it next season. Oh, we're about to get another harvest of our reeds, which is going to be pretty awesome. Let's put all our seeds in here, and any seed that is still separated. Let's go quick stack our remaining stuff. Oh, we maxed out our carrots in that slot. Almost maxed out our flax grain and our, what is that, spelt? Yeah, spelt grain. So we do need to dig out a cellar fairly soon, so we can actually make a whole bunch of food storage. I haven't done it because right now this chest actually provides a lot of let's see, it's 0.3, and our outside chest is, what is it, 0.5? 0.4. Okay, so we're getting 0.1 better storage rates inside. It's not exactly great, but it's not the worst either. We already pulled our meat out of here? Yeah. I think we ate it while we were chiseling and deciding what we wanted to do. Let's grab our lantern, though. Oh, it grew. It grew while I was inside. We're gonna need to make another scythe because my scythe is pretty much broken. Hopefully, hopefully these bees will produce at least one production of honey before it gets too cold and they go dormant. So the next thing I want to work on for the house is going to be probably windows. So I do have an idea of the window I want for the house. But first I want to pick an area that I actually want a window, so I can decide, so I can use that to decide how thick I need the window to be. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to chisel it out. No, not up there. Right there. I'm going to chisel it out. It's going to be too high and only one wide. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is this at outside? Is this right above the fence? Nope, it's in the garden. That's doable. Okay, so these are pretty thin blocks. So we want the window to protrude out a little bit past how thick this is. It's making me think that these walls might be a little too thick still, but I don't want to sink them in any more than they already are, to be honest. So, what can we do? What can we do? Hold on, my cat is licking her empty food plate, so I gotta feed her real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. My cat is very needy. Alright, so what we want to do to start things off is grab our planer and our copycat mod thingy, pantograph, long name, insert long name here. And so we're going to start off by making this right here as thick as this. So we're going to copy the shape, replace shape, copy it, paste it, paste it. Alright, so now it's as thick as that. So what we want to do now is go like... Okay, we're going to need some more things. We can put away these tools for now, so they're not in our inventory. And we can move this down here. And right here we want our chisel and hammer. We're going to replace our lantern. We're going to hang our lantern up in here while we're working. And we want our chisel, right? We're going to go to the smaller section here because we don't want too much trim on the outside. We'll go like this. Now this is going to be a little bit of a test because I don't exactly know how it's going to work. But now I'm going to use the planer. And you can see right here how it selects this corner. It's selecting this middle section now. And now it's selecting the right hand side. So I'm hoping if I press this in, oh, it took the whole thing. Okay. So matching material should do the exact same thing because it's all the same material. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be limited to our chisel for this section. Now I want to cut out the whole thing all the way through, but we don't want to get rid of the trim on the side. So we'll do as much as we can with the big chisel, and then we'll drop it down to fine tune it. We'll go up here. This might not be the final version of the window, but I do want to get a placeholder in there for now. I might do some more work because this is kind of like I wanted to show off a little bit of the busy work this episode because basically almost all of the episodes coming up in winter are going to be busy work. There's not going to be a ton that I go out and do. During the winter. Like I hibernate during the winter, so looks like that's okay. I'm still trying to think if this is maybe too thick to be a window. Like do I drop it down to a single pixel thick? That is something I could consider doing. I think since it's just a test window right now, we're going to leave it as it is. Alright, so what else do we want? We need the top portion that is going to be an exact copy of this, but upside down, which we can do if we had a different tool. So we're going to make that tool as well. We're going to need a piece of iron. Put it in there. We're going to need a piece of coal to heat it up. And we're going to need some torches to light it on fire. Okay. Going to need our hammer. And we'll put the torches in our hand for now, just so we can see a little bit. just a little bit of light. And the tool we need is the wedge. Now, with the chisel, you can rotate items. You can flip them, basically. You can turn them. You can keep turning them left or right. But with the wedge, you can flip things vertically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the shape to another block and then flip it upside down. So it's an identical match to this, but upside down, so they should connect. But I'm not going to do that just yet. After I make the tool, I'm going to put the quartz glass inside this right here. And I think I've already said it before, but I like the quartz glass more than I like regular glass, because regular glass is basically so see-through that you can't even tell that there's something there. I like the texture on the quartz glass. So here's the planer. This is the wedge. We don't need the ladder maker or the paintbrush. We need the wedge. So we'll do a little bit of smithing here. Shouldn't take too long. This isn't very complicated. I can't move that one because it's down at the bottom. Oh, I guess it wasn't. There was just something in the way. We'll flip it and split it. Boom. Okay. And now, what does the rift activity look like? Low. We shouldn't have too much problems with drifters coming in through here, but if we do, we'll plug it up. So now, we need to grab another bald cypress. We'll just move this up here. Put these iron bits away as well. Okay. So we're going to add the quartz glass to this. There we go. Adding the quartz glass. We're going to use our chisel. And I think I want it to be 2 by 2. And do I want the glass closer to me, or do I want it closer to the outside? I think closer to the outside, but not flush with the outside, is a good start. We'll put our torches in our inventory because we have the lantern above our head. We need the hammer in our offhand. That is not what I want. We're going to select the quartz glass, and we're just going to go all the way up to here. Alright, and that is now half of our window. I might actually trim this down a little bit. I could actually do that right now, so that way it'll be even when I do it later. When I copy it, I mean. Or maybe I'll just trim down a little bit of it, just like the outside. Just to add more dimension to it. Yeah, actually, I do like it to be a little bit thinner. Got a little train in the background, cheering us on. not F, but G. I'm going to get nice and close so I can see what I'm doing. Especially with these little particles getting in the way. And one more. We gotta do this as well. Oops. Replace that. And I think that'll be fine. We'll leave 2 pixels. Yeah, about 2 pixels worth before the glass starts. And I think we'll do that on the other side as well. But on the other side, it'll go up to the glass. Or maybe we'll just leave 1 pixel. I don't know, we'll see. I'll decide as I'm going. Clicky clicky. Lots of clicking, trying not to go too fast because I will end up messing it up if I do. Okay, let's get an above view here. I think it may even be better to go 1 closer on this side. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I think that's it. Alright, this will be our window. Yeah, so now this is 2 pixels on this side and 1 pixel on that side. Looks like I didn't miss any. I do want to check that before I copy and paste it because don't want it to be a waste. The one thing that does happen when you do this, if I remember correctly from my old house, is that where the glass meets each other, there is a little bit of a seam. There's a bit of a seam, but it's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to place this down, and since this one right here has the quartz glass in it, we need to make sure this one has quartz glass in it as well. Go in here, 2 quartz glass, or 2 clear quartz, and then 1 stick, 4 sticks, 1 on each side. Quartz glass, grab our handy dandy chisel and make it a chiseled block. Add in the multi block. So now it's bald cypress first, quartz second. We are going to grab our pantograph and we're going to take a picture of this one. Make sure it's on replace shape. We're going to left click to take the picture, and then we're going to right click to paste it. So now we got 2 identical windows, and we're going to grab our wedge and we're going to go to rotate. Okay, rotate, mirror, move block. We want rotate. So what we want to do is now rotate this. What did I do? Oh, it's sideways. Gotcha. There. It's upside down. It is upside down and I think in the correct, facing the correct direction as well. Perfect. So now we are going to break. Very cool. We're going to place. going to break and place. So now we have our very first window. I'm not sure if I want to... Okay, so there is... it doesn't have very much depth against the other wall. It makes me want to do something like this, right? Oops, not two, but just one. Something like this on the inside of the house, just so it looks like there's some depth. Just a little bit, not a ton. But if I do that, I might have some inconsistencies with the roofing, like see how that's open now? So I'm not sure if I want to do that. Although I could, and then I could add trim along the top of the house. So these are things that you have to consider when doing this sort of stuff. So if I do it over here, what is that going to look like? Yeah, I figured that would happen. And now, can this not be placed there is my question. Yeah, because it's now a chiseled block. So, for now that's going to stay a non-chiseled block. I really should probably just not do this yet. But it's hard to resist. I mean, I can always fix it later. I can always fix it later. So we do have a slight issue with the corner top of the house. Because we're not going to be using torches on the wall forever. Actually, not for very much longer at all. We have enough candles to fully, you know, we have enough candles to make enough lanterns to light up the whole house. That's not an issue. We just have to actually sit down and make them. So now we have a window that protrudes a little bit. I would like to see how it looks from the outside. And the outside is going to need to come out a bit more as well, I think. So how about this, actually? I know I just went through and did all that, and sunk in the walls a little bit. Let's pull them all back out. This is why I usually don't show off what I'm doing, because it's a lot of testing. And, you know, I most of the time I actually, and I would say most of the time, I actually go back on what I did and then try something else. So let's go ahead and pull all this stuff that we pushed in back out. What is happening? That was a weird change in, like, lighting for a second there. Like, it has become a little bit tougher to see in this on this side. Let's grab our lantern and swap it out, since we don't need the hammer for the hand planer. So, okay, so right here is where we at. How's that? Does that look good? Did we miss any? I don't think we missed any. I'm not seeing any protrusions or indents. Yeah, we're good, we're good. We didn't mess everything up just yet. Okay, so my idea, take the hand wedge, go to move block. And what we want to do is we're going to move this forward. uh, 2 blocks. Same with this. Okay. So we've now pushed that towards the outside. And if I'm correct, that is correct. Now we have it kind of hanging out, which I think looks a little bit better. And on the inside, it's inset a little bit. So without having to move the walls and having to fix various problems, we now kind of added a little bit of depth to the window that we didn't have before with just 2 clicks. Okay, so as you can see, there is a little bit of a, where the glass meets, you can kind of see the separation there. But it's not the worst thing in the world, and you can still see through it, and you can actually tell that there's glass there. You can see like a sheen, like there's some texture to that glass. So now what I want to do is I want to add these windows all around my house. So now we have a chiseled window block that I'm happy with. And yeah, we will figure out what we want to do after. So I will be right back once I finish placing more windows in. Hello everybody, and welcome back. We put in a few windows, and I do have some ideas on how to make this a bit better, especially for this living room area, like my bedroom / chest area. Having singular windows, like 1 wide, 2 high windows, just isn't going to cut it for such a big room, right? We need 2 by 2 windows. We need to make 2 by 2 windows, so that way it feels like it opens up the area more without just putting 2 of these right next to each other, because then the seam in the middle is going to, it'll be a little bit weird, right? So I'm going to basically, off camera, obviously, because it'll be a little bit of work, copy these 2 shapes, but then cut out this little middle part, copy that shape, and flip it on its head a few times until it connects from the other side. And yeah, then it should be, we'll have nice 2 by 2 windows. It'll open up the room more. We won't have to move our chests, because I'll show you from the outside in a second, but these 1 by 2 windows, or 2 by 1, however that would be said, looks perfectly fine in here. This looks fine, like, because this room is small, it's narrow, you don't need big 2 by 2 windows in here. So these, I think I designed these perfectly to be kitchen windows. So we have windows in here. We might even put one like right here. I'm not sure yet. We might reorganize some things and put a window right in the middle. But I just placed this one in and this one in, and I was just thinking, yeah, these just, oh, hello. How are you, buddy? How you doing, Sam? I just named you right now. Sam. Sam the sheep. Okay, Sam the Ram. It's Sam the Ram. Okay, sorry. Having a little bit too much fun. We are going to probably change this to a 2 by 2, so that way it just opens up the room better. That's my idea for in here anyway. But for right now, having a little bit of light from the outside is not a bad thing. I can show you how they look on the outside now that it's daytime. Holy cow, that's a lot of bunnies. That's a bear. That's a bear. That's a bear. We have a bear. I have to quickly... Oh my gosh, we have a bear. Okay. Put this away. This. This. Okay. That. We can put this here. We need more spears, because we broke a whole bunch drifter hunting that night. And this is not enough to kill a bear. We gotta do this really quick. Just really quick. That was an unexpected thing. Hey, let me show you my windows. Oh, a bear. Hopefully he's not right in front of my door. after I do this. That would be not good. To not be able to leave the house would be awful. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 is enough. They all fell because I chiseled the wall. Let's make sure he didn't come this way. Nope. Okay, well, he is running around. Let's go now, since we know where he is. I do want to grab some stones to throw at him to get his attention, because I don't want to waste any spears trying to hit him from far away. Stones. Hello. Okay. I got a couple. 3. There we go. Oh, I keep finding flint. Give me, now I really want stones, not flint. More flint, okay. Anyways, up there's a drifter too. Let's stay away from him because he'll knock us off of our little pillar. Get our packed dirt ready just in case we run into him. We need to spot him. Where is he? We could very easily die here. Very easily. One wrong step. Is that him? That is him. Cool, cool, cool. No, he's chasing a bunny. That's not a good place to pillar up. Where did he go? Like, really, though. Like really, though. Where'd you go? Am I blind? Is he behind this tree? He looked like he was running this way. Okay, let's go down. Is that him? Nope, that's a cow. Alright, now I am scared because I don't know where he is. Again. Again scared. Okay. After we kill this bear, we will be ending the episode. I know that the episode is going to be pretty long this time. I've done a lot, and I wasn't paying attention to my recording time. Let's keep going over here. Take it nice and slow. Alright, I don't see him, so he must have went that way. I say must have, but who knows, really. I gotta be so careful. I can't have him wandering about. He's gotta be taken care of. This is where I saw him. Oh, it's so rainy out. It's hard to tell. How am I not seeing a giant bear? Is that even possible? To not see it? Is this pig dead? No. So there's no way he came this way, right? There he is. Okay. Now we're gonna try and hit him with a rock. Got him. Come, come. Okay. We got a triple hit. Alright, he'll come back. Alright. Come on. That's it. Alright, good. Definitely can't have this guy running around. Alright, we'll just skin him up and take care of the gathering all the materials from him. And then we will end the episode. We have too much stuffs. We want the fat. We can leave the bones. We don't need any more bones just yet. We almost have, we have a lot of bones. Alright. We took care of the most important thing, which was the bear. So we'll end the episode here, actually. This is as good as it's gonna get. Alright guys, we did windows today. I showed you all the stuff that I did off camera yesterday. We chiseled the rest of the house to make it a little bit more, give it the house a little bit more depth. I'll probably do the 2x2 windows off camera, and you'll see the result of my work afterwards. I might make slight changes to some things. I'm not 100% sure just yet. What else? What else was there? Yeah, we killed a bear. So, alright guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you in the next one. Later.